Okay, earth signs. Man, I gotta tell you, when I was lighting the match for the candle, the flame, like I lit it with I brushed the match to the right, and a spark of flame went up halfway through the air. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye, and I turned, and it extinguished in the air as I was lighting this. I don't know if anybody else with heavy earth and water placements has that same issue when it comes to like lighting fires or matches or anything, but sometimes I have the hardest time where they just like freaking spark like out of nowhere, and then it just like dies, or I have to do like 4 or 5 matches before one of them will stay lit long enough to take. I don't know, that's just like some weirdness. So like the two cards that came out for you initially were Ace of Swords. So this is talking about like an inspirational breakthrough, like something that, provides you clarity and success in whatever you're working on, which more than likely is about your it's something that you've been thinking about for a while. So it's an opportunity to cut yourself free from things that aren't working for you. And for the clarifier, we have the Three of Cups, and you can see this Ace of Swords. It's actually got fire at the bottom, and it's got, if you look at it in reverse, it's almost like the fire is angel wings, or it's forming a W. And upside down, it has that keyhole look, or maybe even like a fishbowl kind of look, like you're a fish escaping the small pond and going to the bigger pond. In the upright, it's a little, it might look like a fishbowl, but you've got this sword that's not afraid to hold on to either cutting edge of the blade, so either side. So you're not afraid to, with your Midas touch, with your golden hand, you're not afraid to grab hold of cutting ideas, of balancing your ideas and your thoughts. You've got the crown, so the crown chakra, which also signifies even more thinking with the crown here, and victory. The laurel wreath is the victory. So you've got a ferocious victory over your thoughts, over whatever you're having this clarity on, this breakthrough. And this Three of Cups I think of as the Norns. The Three of Cups is supposed to be about celebration, collaboration. Those are the two main keywords with it. This makes me think of the Fates. They're coming out of the primordial waters. They've got the golden thread with this smoke, or this scarf, whatever this is here. It's a little hard to see it, and it's not foiled. It's not foiled like their halos are, or like the victory, the laurel. But you can kind of see that there's a scarf that's like twined around them. It's like wrapped around them. And two of them are in a very light purple. So purple is the color of spirituality. It's the color of royalty, because at one time the insect that made the purple dye, like, it cost a lot for people to get a hold of it. So that's why it's considered the color of royalty. And royals at one time were considered to be the descendants of gods, like whether you're talking Egypt or Greece or Rome, or even the more Western countries in Europe. A lot of people, like Japan, other places in Asia, a lot of, I can't say that I know a ton about like Asia or Africa, but some of the more historical places, a lot of the royalty was considered to be the descendants of gods and goddesses. So therefore, essentially gods and goddesses themselves. And this one back here, her purple is a little more maroonish kind of purple, like a reddish purple. So like all about passion and blood, right? So this is you're having some sort of breakthrough and clarity, some sort of balancing of where you're destined to go in life, what you're destined to do. And then we have the Five of Swords. I'll show it to you upright. Definitely contemplating what's happened or where he's going, contemplating his path as these two other people walk away. So in the reverse, you know, in the upright it can be talking about like tension, conflict, winning at all costs, defeat and blame. In the reverse, it's actually a much better card because it's talking about understanding. Like, even if you were defeated, you're understanding, you're having a cathartic moment, you're resolving whatever happened and making amends. This breakthrough is about resolving something. It's about figuring something out and moving forwards, ultimately. So we have the Tower, and I'll show you that came in reverse. I'll show you what it looks like upright. I always consider this the all-seeing eye, like the higher self, the source, whatever you want to call it, and these golden lightning bolts that strike the Tower to be all about, like, they're illuminating it. The Tower in this deck is not on fire, it's just illuminated. So to me, this Tower is a big aha moment, and it's an aha moment because this character, he doesn't look like anybody pushed him out of the Tower. There's nobody in those windows, there's nobody on top of the Tower. So it's more like he took the choice to jump out the windows and he's falling to earth. So he's come out of his, you know, as they say, his silo, his ivory tower, his golden tower. And it's due to spirituality, right? Because this tower is purple. So this aha moment that he's had is a very spiritual moment. And it's all about becoming who he's supposed to be and not who he's pretending to be with this mask here. So in the reverse, in the upright, the Tower is talking about this change, this transformation that you're having, this aha moment. Something happens, changes the course of your life with the Three of Cups here, with this Destiny card here. So in the reverse, it can be talking about like actually staying in the Tower, keeping that mask on, not having that change. So you could be having a fear of change. You could be in denial, but I don't think so with this Five of Cups here and this Ace of Swords. I think, you know, the Druidcraft has one other interpretation. It talks about, for the Tower being in reverse, it says protection from full release, like averting a disaster. And that's what I think the Tower in reverse is talking about here. Like, you're averting a disaster, and the disaster has to do with the fate. It has to do something to do with the mask that you're wearing, like pretending to be somebody you're not, and then having this clarity, this breakthrough in terms of your future, in terms of like what you're doing and what's happening around you. You're having this breakthrough, you're having this clarity, and you really are averting a disaster. You're having this understanding, this amends, this catharsis, and that's seriously helping you. It might even help you take the mask off. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. So you're getting a lot of clarity, a lot of knowledge. The Moon isn't just about daydreaming or hidden things like in your unconscious. It's also about gaining knowledge of those hidden things. If you look at these little sharp points, They almost look like swords, but she's sitting on them. They're not hurting her, right? They're propping her up. So this knowledge is propping you up. It's helping you reach the stars. It's helping you reach the moon. It's helping you reach the top of that tree where those golden laurel leaves from the Three of Cups are. See the golden laurel leaves on the trees? So you're getting this knowledge. And then underneath that, you have the Fool. So underneath the moon, the Fool. So you have the ability to open that new door and unlock that new pathway and start again. So this is also a very good reading. I just did Water, and they had a really great romance reading. So Earth signs, you've got a really great reading in terms of your personal growth, and to me that's what it's all about. It's all about personal growth. So focus on having this new beginning. Focus on whatever this breakthrough, this clarity is in terms of moving forward, right? Have a great Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow.